and welcome to At Home with AJ. I'm glad that you welcomed the Kingsville Public Library into your home today and that you're joining me in mine. And today I have a special treat for you. I am going to share my secret recipe for fudge. Don't tell anybody, okay? Don't share this with anybody. Keep it to yourself. It's just for you. I've been making this for years. People go crazy over it. They love my fudge. And I'm a little sad that people are gonna know how hard you don't have to work to make this fudge. And you'll think that you worked really hard at it when you taste it, but you'll know you didn't. So what you're gonna need is you'll need some powdered sugar, you're gonna need some butter, some cocoa, some milk, some vanilla, and some peanut butter. And remember, we talked about the vanilla the other day. To get the most out of your flavors when you're making desserts and when you're baking, I highly recommend that you either order some vanilla beans online or you can get them at Better in Bulk out there in Austinburg. They're fabulous. I've actually picked mine up at the West Side Market a couple times. With a bottle of middle shelf vodka, you put those beans in there, run a couple slices down the middle of your beans, put them in there, and let it sit in a dark place for about 4 to 6 weeks, and you will have the most fabulous vanilla. You'll want to just lean over and smell it every time you bake, and it really does make a difference in the taste and the quality of your recipes. So again, as I said, this recipe is so simple. We're going to melt some butter, we're going to add most of the rest of our ingredients and pour it in a pan, stick it in the fridge, and it'll be done. I'm going to show you step by step. Too easy. Okay, so we've got the butter melted. We melted that on low to medium heat. We're going to add the milk. I'm just going to stir that in and let that heat up just a little bit. Keep that stirred around. And we're still kind of just on medium to low heat. We're just heating things up. Then we are going to add our powdered sugar. And our cocoa. Oops. Okay. We're gonna stir that around a little bit. Till we've got it good and mixed in there. And now we're going to crank up the heat a little bit to about medium high. And as you can see, it's starting to get nice and fudgy here. We've got most of our powdered sugar lumps out of there. It's got a nice, creamy, shiny texture to it. It's looking pretty yummy. So once you have it where you feel like it's all good and mixed up, we are going to add our vanilla, hopefully your yummy, delicious homemade vanilla. And we'll get that stirred in there until it's nice and creamy again. And then we are going to add our peanut butter. Get our peanut butter in there. And we're just going to stir this around until our peanut butter melts. If you want to get really fancy and creative, you can actually wait until your fudge is poured in your pan, and you can actually put the peanut butter on top and then run a knife through it, and it looks kind of marbleized, which is really cool. Makes it look even fancier for as simple a recipe as it is. And now we're going to take it over to our greased and foil wrapped 9x13 pan and pour it in. So we have our 9x13 pan that we have lined with foil and then greased it. And the reason that you line it with foil is because it makes it much easier to pull the fudge out when you're ready to cut it. And we're just going to pour our fudge, our yummy chocolatey liquid right into that pan. Greatly to my family's disappointment, I am going to scrape the sides of this pan and leave nothing behind. Then you're just going to take your spatula and just kind of smooth it out. Get into those corners. And if you wanted to at this point, you could sprinkle some pecans on top or some walnuts. Make it even more fancy, make it delicious. And at this point, we're simply going to take it, put it in the refrigerator for about an hour. So now that your fudge has been in the refrigerator for about an hour, you're going to take it out. You're going to take the ends of that foil, and you're just going to lift it right out of the pan so that it lays nicely on the counter. And you can take a knife, or I actually have a dough cutter, and you can get one of these relatively inexpensive at the dollar store. I'm going to put just a little bit of baking spray on there because sometimes this can be a little sticky. And you're just going to take your dough cutter and push it right down inside there, making nice, neat little lines as you go, cutting it into squares. So once you have your fudge all cut up into nice fancy little squares, you can put them on a plate, you can package them up and drop them on somebody's doorstep that maybe has been shut in by themselves for a while. There's nothing better than a little chocolate pick-me-up. I hope that you enjoyed our video today, and thanks for welcoming the Kingsville Public Library into your home and joining me in mine. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and share. If you try this recipe, please post a picture in the comments, and we'd love to hear your feedback. You can email us, reference@kingsvillelibrary.org. Stay safe, stay well, practice that good social distancing, and we'll see you real soon.